Hey guys, my name is Psycho and today I am going to make a little quick overview of the map Pyramid. So this is not really an in-depth video. I have planned to do one, but I really cannot do it right now. So I'm just going to do this little quick thing to help you guys out, giving you a few tips that you could use and so on and so forth. So to begin with, I'm going to start with long A. So this here is long A. Over there is pit. This here is elevator. That there is ramp. Okay. Over here it's BPA or bomb site A. And that there is catwalk. Now catwalk includes the zone in between, underneath. So under there is spawn. That's double doors mid. Yeah. What I'm aiming at right now over there is B ramp. Then you're going to B. You've got platform, which is inside B, but on that little sewer elevated area, which has direct view on little corridor. And for the names, I think that's it for the moment. We don't really need to know anything else except for tunnels. So there's upper and lower. Lower is, of course, once you go down the stairs, it's the little connector that connects between middle and tunnels. So yeah, first of all, this here is going to be two spots that I'm going to talk about. Well, there's three spots that I want to talk about in this area. First of them is right here. Now, unless you have a perfect spawn, which is really the closest to the left, you will not be able to go into the pit right off the bat. So if you're getting rushed, that's just not possible. You're gonna be seen, that's for sure. So really, your best option would be here to play this little area here. Not too much, because you don't want to let your axe vomit over the corner and get seen. Now, the advantage here is that if you pay good attention to this area here, you will see the shadow of someone moving up behind. So even if they do not show themselves, you'll still know that they're there. Now, of course, this is a little window, so unless you're sniping and you've got really excellent reflexes, I wouldn't advise showing yourself. Just leave it like that, as it is. And if someone goes past, just decal and kill them in this area here. So that is really, really simple. Now, if someone throws a nade, you've got two options. If you know that the nade is going to fall around here where I am right now, and you have no cover, your best option is to move out forward and rush them, okay? Otherwise, if you know that it's a bouncy nade which will bounce off here and fall right there, your best choice is to just hide behind here. Now this is also a good place to reload, and if you have someone in the pit, you can jump out and shoot them. Now, of course, if you get rushed, you will have to start using this here as your fallback. So use it as protection. I know you're not excessively protected, but use this as your fallback until you can deal with people. The second spot, which I'm not really a fan of, I only use it if I have planted and I know that upper is going to be really populated, so catwalk I mean. It's this spot here. This here is a good spot if you have someone long A, but if they're using a nade, you're gonna have a bad time if they know how to throw it, because usually I manage to bounce mine off this little block here, and it usually just falls right behind there. So this isn't really an excellent spot, but it sure does do the job if you're in a 1v2 situation and you know that their opponent has already thrown their nades. This spot here is okay if you've got a sniper, because you've got the little advantage that people peeking long A elevator will always show themselves just a little bit, and you'll be able to just move in and get the little piece of their body that's showing. Of course, I'm playing with myself in the room right now, so I cannot really show you live what it looks like. But trust me, you will see just enough to kill the person. Third spot will be this. So if you've got a two-man team in A, the best would be to have one long and your second man here. Now, this is anti-cat lower. Anti-cat upper would be up here, because up here is best for snipers, first of all, because you've got a better view on your opponent. Now, your opponent also has a better view on you, but you're not as penalized as if you were down there and just aiming at their heads, because as soon as you go down, I mean, you see it, you lose visibility. So this here is an excellent spot. First of all, this spot here allows you to have excellent cover over mid. So if anyone's running up the B ramp, you just have to decal, shoot them. The only problem that you might have is if they jump across, in which case you just call it out to your teammate if you're on TeamSpeak or something, and someone who is in B will be able to peek out and take care of it. Knowing that, of course, the second person in B is taking care of tunnels. What else? Oh yes, well here you've got a very good view on anything that's coming from cat, but you can always run across. I would advise against jumping and trying to shoot, because I can't remember what it's called, but perspective. Your perspective is actually not true, so you will very often be hitting the bricks on either side, so this or this. So that's really a waste of time, and you will get shot if the person has good reflex. Right up here behind, if you need to, is a good little spot, because you can always come up and just spray while crouching instead of standing up. And the other spot that I absolutely love is right here. Now, of course, right now you can see that my axe is showing, but what you want to do is just come up right behind the block, so that on the left you've got a vision on what's happening on long A and what's happening right here on catwalk. Now, the good thing about this spot is that you don't have any dead spots. You've got an audio cue on anything coming up from ramp, and well, you've got a good view on anything jumping up there. So this here is also a very good spot that I would advise using. Over here, this here is a completely useless spot. Don't use it, because if anything comes from a long A, you're going to get fucked. I mean, I'm going to just say it as it is. You're going to get fucked. If someone comes up from lower ramp walking, you're not going to hear them, and you're going to get fucked again. So, of course, this is a good spot if you want to avoid nades coming from catwalk, but the best spot would probably be right here at the edge. Most nades are not thrown very well, so you will really very rarely die from an instant nade coming from someone who is down there. I've got a little technique to throw nades off this pillar right here that will usually land right here, so I'll show that later on. But yeah, this is really all you have to do. In this spot, however, do not move out as soon as you see someone crossing, because very often people will just run across and jump here. What you can do, however, is if you have a nade, throw it against here, just jump. You don't need to show yourself, just throw it off and it will fall on them. So that's a good counter nade. Just remember that you can jump to have the extra visibility, and the wall won't block you. Apart from that, if you're rushing, you can run up until here. The closest person coming from T-spawn, well, Fallen, will not be on you before you reach right here. So really, you want to stop running right here before you pass the block, and then just take the corner easily, and yeah, that's about it. Now, if you come around this corner, you have to pay really good attention to right here, but also just turn your mouse, and I mean, I'm going to get out now to show you, but if you keep your mouse like this, you will be able to see anyone who is right there camping with a sniper. Now, this is a very dangerous spot because it's really hard to hit, while they have a very good and easy view on you. So be very careful. Shut up, music. This here is, well, if you're going to rush, don't just rush out in the open. use these little pillars to... God, this music is annoying. Use these little pillars to just move up. Oops. Check here, and then move forward. Now, of course, when you're moving forward, first thing you have to check is the car. You'll see anything up there if you keep an eye on it, but just keep that in your peripheral vision. I don't know. Yeah, kind of blabbing. But check for the car, then check straight away for this corner. This is very, very treacherous. I don't know. Then you can come up here, and if you pay attention, you'll see if there's anyone camping right there. Then all you have to do is just take the corner, check here, and move forward. If you need to, hug the wall, and then of course here you go, I can see myself. Take care of there. Down here you'll see while coming up, so if anyone's there they won't have a direct vision on you, but what you have to really be careful about is at the very end there someone can be camping, and very often right here. Though if you want to check lower around there, just come up, look at the ground, and you'll see if anyone is over in that zone behind the wall just by looking like this. So there we go, that's about it for the A side. I'm just going to review real quick middle. If you're going to rush, never try and go directly to the side. You want to jump through and go behind the rock and then jump the other way. You never, and I mean, I can say it 1,000 times, you never want to just come out like this and run in here to the tunnels. Always do it in 2 steps. Here, one of the good spots would be here if you know that someone's going to be coming mid. So this is a good little place to come and fall back. If you have to jump off from catwalk, just come under, run behind here. And you've got a little audio cue on behind, and so on. Right here for a sniper is a fairly good spot, but it's only good if you are in FPS only, because in TPS the person who is counter sniping you will have the advantage. Secondly, do not try and play a peekaboo sniper, I kill you, with the snipers in Fallen, because they just have so much of an advantage over you. I mean, we keep on losing countless lives and useful players to stupidity just because they want to try and kill the person sniping. Just don't. You don't have the advantage, so if you don't have uber sick skills, don't even try. A good spot is right here. I use it often. You'll see someone running past, and if you aim right here, you'll be able to headshot them through the door. You can also jump. Try and jump like this and get them. Jump shots should be done with the SR47 because it's really accurate when you jump. I don't know if you've seen my latest video. This spot I would advise against using it simply because it's just really simple to see and you don't have that much cover, to be honest. Here is a good little spot to take care of anything coming right here. And if you're in FPS sniping, you'll have a little vision over anyone coming down. Not to mention you've got direct vision on the shadows passing by. So this is very, very important. If you know that someone is long A, call it out for them because you'll see the shadows, that's for sure. You can trust me on that. So yeah, just pop out, kill the person, nothing. No biggie. Now this here, I've got 5 minutes to talk about B real quick. If you're an FPS, a good spot you can use is right here. Just taking care of anyone coming out tunnel. They have very little vision on you. Otherwise, well, this spot is very well known. It's really simple. You've got good protection against anyone in tunnels. You can throw your nade and it will land right behind the blocks, so if they're camping, they're dead. Secondly, your only weak spot here is window. So yeah, try and avoid this if you know that you don't have any cover coming from middle. This spot here behind is something to avoid unless you have many people with you. and you can count on someone making a call out. So if you have someone covering middle, someone covering right here, and there's no one inside tunnel, this here is a good audio cue where you will hear anyone running through. This here is also a bad spot, and this here is also a bad spot, simply because flashes being thrown over will just blind you like a little retard. Hiding behind here is also not a very good idea because you're extremely visible right here, and well, you'll get flashed. So one of the best spots to defend here is if you're alone, you can just come here, peek the corner right here. If you need to, you can see anyone coming in window before they actually see you. Just have to move back, peek them out. And here is the other place that I like to play a lot. You've seen me in many videos. Peeking through, I would advise against trying to kill someone simply because of the perspective. You're going to have many missed shots unless you're an FPS, in which case just decal. I mean, see how little the window is. So yeah, you just have to play around like this, and if you know that there's someone there, try to avoid peeking too long, like just make real quick peeks. And also if someone comes up, you'll hear them. So that about does it. A good little rush would be to come up here, check right here if you can see anyone. Otherwise just jump up to see if there's anyone before you actually peek out. So this is a little good spot to counter any rush. And just before we go, the nade to kill the person camping is this. Actually, I'll throw a smoke grenade if I can. Of course you can throw it from inside, but just wanted to show you where it lands. So as you can see, it landed up here, but that's a little far. However, you will hit the person who's down here since it's on the steps. As you can, yeah, you can see it right there. Well, actually, you can't see it anymore, it disappeared. But you get the idea. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I don't think I will need to make a guide on how to rush. I mean, learning how to play on Fallout, it's up to you. I'm not gonna bother teaching people how to do it. Just keep in mind that do not camp. If you want to camp, do control map for the first minute 30 of the game, and as soon as you've got kills on either side of the map, just push through. That's what control map is for. It's you kill a couple people, then you just rush through like a zerg, a wild zerg. So there you go, guys. A minute 40. I didn't think this video would actually take up all the 30 minutes that I planned, but it does. So as you can see, I've got a lot of little points to talk about. If you have any questions, leave a comment in the comment section or post a sorry, hiccups. Yeah, just post a comment in the in the comment section or in the forums, because I will be posting this on the forum. I'll try and answer as soon as possible, and on that note, I hope to not see any stupid plays by any people. I will be keeping my dream team layout for myself, because I'm going to actually start trying to play more Clan Wars, so that's the type of stuff I want to keep for myself. But till then, have fun pub stomping, and I'll see you in game. Bye, guys.